In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the One Punch Man Season 3 opening, which has tons of hidden gems and Easter eggs, beautiful animation and artistic shine, lots of new characters that are coming in this season, and some glimpses into the final fights. So in today's video, we're going to break down this entire opening and explain every single shot, talk about some of the animations and the imagery, because a lot of this is fantastic work and gives me a lot of hope for the season. Our initial shot, done by Kenichiro Aoki, a series veteran, recreates Saitama's infamous punch, similar to Season 1 and Season 2 finales, but he's animated it a third time here for us. And I love this. I think it's so smooth. I love like the color composition, how there's just this ray of red that kind of expands. Beautifully well done. And then we get a bunch of close-ups of some of the most powerful characters in this season. We got Saitama, Garou, Tatsumaki, Orochi, and Garou. Two characters, villains, which you will be learning a lot about very soon. And then we got the imagery in the cave where Orochi is, about all of the sacrifices going up into him, which means that I believe these shots are from the final episode of Season 3. After Saitama battles Orochi, this mural on the wall is going to expand a little bit, and we're going to get to see its full picture, which is going to leave us on a cliffhanger for Season 4. We get a nice stylistic choice here with this red lightning that encompasses and washes over all of the most important characters of the season. It kind of shows the intensity and the power between these three characters and how they're all going to clash. And then we get a very important visual of the monster executives. Nice little zoom in animation here as it pans through all of these guys. These guys are crazy powerful monsters. So I don't think we're going to get to see too much of them in this season, besides maybe their introductions and some commentary here and there. I believe their big fights will be in Season 4, but it's still really nice to get introduced to them, and considering how powerful they are, to have them here in the intro. And I think the art for them is very well done. We also go to some of the other characters here like Tatsumaki and Atomic Samurai, Child Emperor, Zombie Man. All these shots look great. I think the art and the shading is beautiful, and they did an excellent job with this. So in this season, all of the S-rank heroes are going to join together and march into the Monster Association. So this shot here in particular actually plays an homage to Persona 5, which was an interesting choice. I guess they're big fans. We get a tease for Flashy Flash versus Hellfire and Gale. I'm extremely excited for this fight. Flashy Flash, probably my favorite S-rank hero next to Blast. I just love his whole concept, his speed, and his strength, and just how cool he is. And this fight has a lot of potential to be like a crazy, highly animated scene. I don't see any CG here, so I'm very excited about that. They could really show off their animation skills with this fight. Similarly, Child Emperor, another S-rank hero, will be having his own major battle against Phoenix Man, a very powerful monster that continually gets stronger, and he's extremely hard to kill. Now, interestingly, I did a whole video on this, but this fight was retconned, I believe, twice, so I'm curious to see which rendition they're going to go with, but it should be a really good fight nonetheless. I'm very excited for it. Child Emperor is a lot more strong than you would think. Then we get this really artistic shot here of a bloodied Garou, who you can kind of see like his bandages and his shirt are kind of sticking and embedding into his skin at this point as he begins to monsterify more and more. Now he is chained up here, which, minor spoilers, he's gonna loses a big fight in the Monster Association, and then he's gonna get chained up like a prisoner, and he's going to encounter one of the S-rank heroes and have to fight him. Now we get a saucy animation of Saitama's pet, Rover, as he charges up one of his death beams, and this was one of my favorite animations from the entire opening. Very well done by a relatively unknown animator by the name of Kaito Kuno. And I love like just all the attention to detail, how many frames it is. It's very eye-catching and very promising. I hope this guy has more cuts in future episodes. Got a quick little shot of Terrio and his interactions with Garou. Garou will have to rescue him from the Monster Association. Garou's will to protect Terrio saves some of his humanity. We also see Fubuki with Bang and Bomb. They're going to be venturing into the Monster Association together, and they will be fighting Rover, which is going to be an insanely hype battle. Then we get an animation of Captain Mizuki, a B-class hero who has not been introduced yet. She's like going to be one of the new waifus. She's not super important to the story. She's just basically a new fun female character. Then we get an image of Tatsumaki here, which looks like it may be from her battle with Psychos outside of the Monster Association, so I'm not sure if we're going to get that far in this season, but this kind of appears to be teasing her battle with Psychos. I hope we can get the Psychos Orochi part in this season, but I really don't think we can get there. Next we get this kind of reminds me of Berserk when Guts is just like standing on the mountain by himself and his cape is flapping in the wind, but they kind of added more to it. They added all this imagery of the first 2 seasons, so this was cool. It's a little bit slow for an opening, I think, but it's still, the imagery is nice. And then real quickly, we get a hierarchy of the strength of these monsters. We got Royal Ripper, then Bug God, then Do-S, then Hellfire and Gale. We even got Pure Blood, the vampire monster that's gonna fight against Zombie Man. We got our first shot of him there. And then obviously we got Giro and the Monster King Orochi. Next, we got Garou using his Fist of Flowing Water Crushed Rock. I think this looks phenomenal. I mean, it's just so easy to digest. The movement is so fluid. I love the colors, and I hope that as he uses this throughout the season, it looks like this, because whoever decided to use these color choices just got it on point. I think it looks amazing. A very interesting fire animation in which you can see kind of like smoke of the previous villains that were destroyed. Goketsu and Kabuto here, and then Sea King and Elder Centipede, and then Boros. So these are some of the strongest monsters throughout all of One Punch Man so far, and ones that have been defeated. And I really love this idea, like to have them be smoke in a fire, as if these are the ones who have been defeated so far, and then it just segues directly into the new big bad, the Monster King Orochi. So they're hyping him up. They have not used any CG on him at all. I think this looks phenomenal, and I am praying that this is what it looks like in the episode when Saitama fights him, because this is great. This is exactly what fans want, and couldn't really ask for better than this. It's very easy to digest with how much is going on. The animation and everything seems fluid and smooth, and they really are kind of showing the power of this character. Also, I believe that all of these sequences were done by Kenichiro Aoki as well, and especially these jumping in, charging in, and attacking animations are so beautiful. The look of Orochi in the background is phenomenal. I love just kind of how there's like so many soft and rough line work, like it's not smooth, but it looks so good. There's just so much detail all over the place, and you can easily tell like what's happening. Just a great scene. I'm not sure who did this Tatsumaki animation, but it's one of the major ones that everybody is talking about. This is such a good animation. It's all taken from just one single still image from the manga of Tatsumaki flying down this hallway, and whichever animator decided to do this went above and beyond, gave us all sorts of nice shots, nice angles, foreshortening, rotations, and speed. Absolutely stunning and great work. And then we got Pig God eating someone, Puri Puri Prisoner transforming, Zombie Man, we got Do-S versus a Mai Mask done by animator Van Oba. Really well done. Shortcut, but really well done. Love this. And Atomic Samurai throwing out his Atomic Slash. So some nice animations and characters here, and a sneak peek of some of the combat animation. I think this was exceptionally well done. I'm really proud of these animators, and I'm very happy with this opening. I give it a solid 9.5 out of 10, and I'm praying to God that they have this level of animation throughout the series, in particular the fight scenes, but we will see in just a week. Don't forget to subscribe with notifications enabled, because I'm going to be making tons of One Punch Man content throughout the entirety of Season 3. We got webcomics, we got manga chapters, we got Season 3, we got lots of content. Subscribe, like, notifications, comment, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.